Hey, what's up guys? It is SpadeCR back for part 2 of my bounty video. So we're going to get right back into it. I believe we left off at Barley. So next on the list we have Dynamite. So Dynamite is a lot similar to Barley. He is a shorter range character who can throw projectiles over walls, but he throws TNT that explode. He has about the same area, but his TNT explode and don't do lasting damage. They just explode and do damage on contact, and his attack does not stay there like Barley's does. He does quite a bit of damage if both of his little TNTs hit you. It's possible for only one to hit you, and it does half the damage. But if you get both on there, it does really quite a bit of damage. Like, you just saw that I killed that Brock, and he had quite a bit of health. Because Dynamite's attack really does a lot. But, like Barley, his range is not too long, and so sometimes it's hard to get other brawlers before he's picked off. But he does quite a bit of damage, and the fact that he can lob his projectiles over walls can be very helpful. So I'm doing pretty well with him. I guess I shouldn't jinx myself because that Shelly has her superpower and she's ready to use it. And I don't know where she is. I believe she's in the right bushes, but she could really spring out at me. Yep, there she is. And, oh, nice, okay. Our Brock almost got killed there, but our Jesse saved him. So, I don't really have much more to say about Dynamite since he's a lot like Barley. His attack does a lot of damage. He can throw stuff over walls, but his range is not great, and his health is low. So, that's pretty much Dynamite for you. I'm going to finish out this battle. And one thing that I actually didn't mention was his superpower. It does quite a bit of damage. If you guys have not already seen, I think it does, yeah, it does like 500 at lowest level. Might even do 540. But, yeah, quite a bit. It can almost completely take out a brawler with only 600 health. And, yeah, it can really change the game if all the brawlers are clumped up. And if any of them have low health, Dynamite can take them out really effectively. And his superpower can be really, really good in certain situations. So, looks like this battle is about to end. Yep, we destroyed them. I got two pretty good teammates, which is sometimes hard to come by in the regular ladder, I guess you could say. But next up, we have Crow. Ooh, I don't really want to play with him because he has so many trophies, but I'm going to have to. And you guys better be thanking me because this dude has the most trophies, and if I lose with him, it's pretty high risk because that's 7 trophies gone from my Crow that I've worked so hard to get to level 18. Is he at 18 or is he only... He's at 18. Okay. So, Crow. His movement speed is very, very fast, and he shoots 3 daggers at a time like that do poison damage over time. And that can really be a game changer. If he gets all 3 of his shots off on one person like I just did to that Ricochet, it does a lot of damage. And really, when you shoot your attack at someone, there's a very high chance that you will hit them with one of the daggers. And the thing that's so great about Crow's poison is there are actually 2 different properties of it that make it so overpowered. So first of all, you can see exactly where opponents are in bushes and stuff when his poison is applied. So they can't escape from you. You know exactly where they are. And the other thing is that the brawler's health cannot regenerate when they are poisoned. So if they have like 100 health left or less after you're done dealing with them, you can run away and they will still die. because he does poison damage. Now, I'm going to do something very risky. Oh, will I? Nope, my health is too low. I was going to pull off a really bold move right there, but I just did not get the chance. So, really, if someone has 200 health and you hit them with one of your daggers, they're dead. And his superpower right there allows him to escape from sticky situations, and he shoots out a ring of daggers that really will strike anyone around him if they are within, like, I guess there's really no way to measure the map in this game, unlike with, Clash Royale. But anyone within a decent radius will be hit by his daggers. And the poison from his daggers is really, really game-changing. But the thing about Crow is that his health is very low, and sometimes his range is just not good enough for him to get close enough to people to land his daggers. So I'm going to finish up this battle. We lost, unfortunately, because I really was not able to get close enough to really do any damage. And look at that, I lost, so I'm going to be losing 6, oh god, 6 cups. Well, it was worth it for you guys, I guess. But next up on our list, we have Bo. So, Bo, probably the most versatile brawler in the game, and he does a decent amount of damage from far away. If you're able to land 2 arrows, which, since his arrows are so compressed, it's pretty easy to do, and I better not have 2 inactive teammates. Oh, no. Oh, please. Oh, okay, good. I was looking down to see if they were active. I didn't even notice that Piper. But luckily, these guys are active, so we'll have a shot at winning. So, Bo, yeah, he shoots out arrows like I'm doing, and they do a small area damage, but a lot of times it doesn't really have any effect because brawlers have to be really, really close together in order for his area damage to actually really do anything special. But really the thing that makes him so remarkable is his superpower. Very, very, very strong. Those mines right there, no one can see them. Everyone by me on the opposing team saw them, though, saw where I put them down. But if they don't see you put them down, they have no idea of knowing where they are. Oh, where the mines are. And they can just walk right into them and not even suspect a thing, and they do 300 damage, which is a lot of damage. But the only thing about his mines is that if they see you place them, and sometimes even if they walk right into them without knowing, they can just walk right back out, and that mine will be useless. But as you can see, that Piper landed a shot on that Brock, and I landed and one of my mines hit that Brock as well. So if it wasn't for my mine, that Brock would not have died. So those mines can be very, very effective. And Bo is very good at hitting brawlers from a long range. But the only thing is, if you only hit people with one of your arrows, he doesn't really do that much damage. And sometimes his range... Not really, there's not a lot bad to say about Bo. But the reason that he's not in, like, the top 5 is because he's not really outstanding in any of these categories. He's... Like, whenever you see a Bo on the opposing team, even though he doesn't have very many weaknesses, you don't feel a sense of dread, I guess. And like, oh no, I'm going to lose. So that's going to be it for Brock in the number 6 spot. So now we're going to get into the top 5. And in the number 5 spot, we have Tera. Okay. So this is just loading a little bit. And, okay, so Tera, I don't have her either, like Spike, Mortis, and Piper. But she throws cards that can pierce through brawlers, which a lot of times doesn't have effect because when Tera's cards hit people, a lot of times they hit them at the end of her range, so it can't really travel much farther and do damage on any other brawlers. But like Bo, it does 100 per unit, I guess you could say, projectile. And Tera can be very powerful because she has 800 health, pretty good like Bo. And when she gets up close to you, I don't have her, but I believe just by observation that her reload speed is pretty good. What was that? Just don't mind that. My dogs are barking in the background. But yeah, let's get back to that. I don't know. But her reload speed is pretty good, so if she gets up close to you, her cards can do quite a bit of damage, and it's very effective, and sometimes it's hard to escape. And her superpower is just simply overpowered. It's insanely good. Like, I think the radius, the area that it covers, is either almost half the screen if you're talking width, or half the screen, or maybe even more. But anyway, it covers a huge area and sucks everyone in it right into the middle. So if all of the players on the opposing team are by each other, she can suck them all into the same place pretty easily. And then since her cards pierce, she can throw all three of her cards' attacks and almost take her out. And then from there, her teammates can finish the brawlers off. So really the reason why she is so far up is because her superpower is just really amazingly good. So that's Tera for you guys. And next on the list, we have Colt. Now, I had Ricochet in this spot originally, but the thing is, Ricochet's range is a lot longer than Colt's, and so we're going to be getting to that. But Colt, his bullets do a lot of damage. Like, if you're up close to another brawler, and if you nail them with all of your bullets, if they're like 700 health or below, you will kill them if you're using Colt, because he just does so much damage, and his superpower demolishes. The only thing about his superpower is that sometimes it's hard to land, but if you land like all the shots, or really even a bit over half of them, you can take out a brawler, and his shots can go through walls, so those are not a concern. And yeah, as you can see, Colt does a lot of damage. I'm not even landing that many shots. I only land 3 bullets on Piper, but it still took away almost 200 damage, if not more. Yeah, it took more than 200 damage from that Piper, even with 3 bullets, simply just because Colt does so much damage. But I'm going to kind of sneak around here so that I can get a better angle, and yeah, I should be able to take out these players pretty well, but I got killed. I'm not really good at, you know, staying safe. A lot of times I just run in the middle. That was a strategy that I used there that I should probably fix. Not the smartest move, but I thought that whoever was over there with me before was still alive. So really no going back after that. But apart from that, or that aside, I guess, yeah, this Piper is really bothering me, and this Brock is going to be shooting at me with the Piper, so I'm really going to have to move around, yeah, unpredictably. That's kind of what you have to do with Brocks and Pipers. I'm usually pretty good at that, but Colt, his range is not, it's long, but not like ridiculously long. It's probably, it's above average, but not a lot above average. But like I said, his bullets do a lot of damage, his super does a lot of damage, but his range is not ridiculously long, and his health is not that high. And sometimes his super is hard to land if you are not a skilled, you know, always playing with Colt player, which I'm not. Colt, I think he's very good, which is why I put him towards the top of the list, but I don't really play with him that much. I just happen to have him at pretty high trophies, just because he is so good. So we're going to try to finish this one out. If I can get in there and kill that... No! That Brock... we almost won that one because their Brock and their Bo both had 4, and killing either of them would have won us the game. But I went and got myself killed, no surprise there, and we couldn't get it done. So in the number 3 spot, we have good old Ricochet. This might surprise a lot of you guys, actually, because I know Ricochet is believed by a lot of people to be not the best, but I am very, very fond of Ricochet. I actually rated him number 2 out of all of the brawlers in the game, because I just think that Ricochet should be given a lot more credit than most people, give to him, because his range, second longest in the game, I believe, and it can be, like, when people aren't even close to you and can't even do any damage to you at all, you can take them out. And, of course, I would never forget to mention the really reason of his name, the fact that his bullets can bounce off walls. When other brawlers don't even have a prayer at getting you when you're hiding behind a wall, and any other brawler, if you were playing as them, you wouldn't be able to get the other person behind the wall either. Ricochet can just bounce his bullets off the walls, and the brawler that he's trying to hit will have no way to get him. But the only problem with Ricochet is sometimes it's hard to land his shots, and his health is not that high. But other than that, I mean, this guy is awesome. His range is super good. He does a lot of damage. I didn't even need to use my super there. That was an accident. I regret doing that. But yeah, I should be able to take out this Primo if I am. Yep, got him on the Ricochet. So yeah, Ricochet is great, and he deserves a chance because he's great. He's awesome. So I'm gonna use that super before I die. Took out that Brock. Gonna try to take out that Shelly or that Primo. Either one. Should be able to get it done. I'm really not good at anticipating people's movements. That is not my strong suit. Like, I really want Piper, and I'm actually pretty good with Brock. But I'm afraid that I won't be able to anticipate people's movements. Or maybe this Shelly is just really good at finessing, I guess you could say. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this battle up. It looks like we're gonna be able to close it out. I'm gonna try to take out that Brock, but yeah, we're good. See, that Primo can't do anything. So, I'm kind of just laying back a little bit, doing some damage, and I'm gonna send out a volley of bullets, and I wasn't able to do anything because I don't know, sometimes you have those good days, and sometimes you have bad days, and I guess I did okay in that match, got a fair amount of kills, but I'm not really raking in the star players like I usually do. I guess I should be a bit modest, so, yeah, I have my flaws, but, in the number 2 spot, we have good old Brock. So, Brock is a lot like Piper, who is in the number 1 spot. As I told you guys back in part 1 of my video, yeah, Piper's in the number 1 spot, no surprise there. Everyone is annoyed by Piper. But, it also probably should not be a surprise to you guys that Brock is in the number 2 spot, because we have seen Brock in, on my team in almost every battle, if not every single battle, in this video, as well as Piper. I think it's been me, a Piper, and a Brock in almost every single battle, because, they are undoubtedly the 2 best players in this game mode, because they have long range, and they do a lot of damage. That's the thing they have in common. And I just did a really bad Brock super because I thought that Piper would go forward, but she didn't. And now it's time to get to Brock's superpower. I think the Brock superpower is the best superpower in the whole entire game. A bit better than Tera's. It just does so much damage. Like, if all of the brawlers on the opposing team are clumped together, he does a crap ton of damage. He can probably kill them all if he places it, or if the player places his superpower the right way. And I'm going to take out that Brock. But I should be able to charge it up one more time. Yep, it's charged. I just wanted to kill that Spike, kind of ignoring that Piper. So you just saw the other Brock use his power, and I'm going to get the chance to use mine pretty soon, or at least the reason to use mine. Try to take out that Spike. Boom, yep. Okay. And he took out that Brock. Nice. Oh no, the Piper! Oh! Piper's bane of my success. Yeah. God, Piper. All of my achievements, all of my potential is going to be extinguished by Piper. But anyway. Oh, darn it, Piper. Oh, that spike did a lot too. But yeah, Brock, long range, does a lot of damage. Overpowered superpower. That kind of rhymes a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much Brock, and we're about to get to Piper. And it's kind of sad because the top brawler on the list, I didn't even care if I died there. The top brawler on my list, this video should come to a roaring conclusion, but unfortunately that can't happen because I don't have Piper. And I want her very, very bad. But the thing is, I don't have her. So yeah. Piper. Now the weird thing is, she has more weaknesses than a lot of the other brawlers in this game mode. Like, she actually has 3 weaknesses that can be pretty hard to, you know, overcome, I guess you could say. One of them is her hit points, which I guess a lot of the times isn't a problem because she likes to, you know, peek out from behind walls and snipe people. And the second one is her superpower. I don't like her superpower a lot because a lot of times it's not effective enough to do anything. Because since you got a lot of long-range brawlers, and Piper, in order for her superpower to actually do any damage, she has to run up to all the other brawlers and jump out of the way so that she can have a hope at doing damage with her grenades, which almost never happens because she can't get close enough. And also, brawlers have the chance to run away a lot of the time. And the third thing is Piper's reload speed. 3 seconds, that is a long time. And yes, I am bashing on Piper a lot. You guys can hear it. But I still put her at the top of the list. For 2 very obvious reasons. Number 1, her range is best in the game. So annoying. You'll be running back to your base at low health with like 7 stars over your head. And you'll be like, okay, I'm good. I can take this one home. And then Piper will just cross-map snipe you out of nowhere. And you won't be able to do anything about it. And the thing that makes her able to snipe is her insanely high damage. Like, people with maxed out Pipers do over 500 damage per shot. It's insane. And a lot of people that use Piper and Bounty are very skilled with her. So they can do a crap ton of damage. And that's simply why Piper's in the top spot. Because everyone who sees Piper on the opposing team automatically wishes that she wasn't there. Because she is just so hard to beat and very, very annoying. And it's kind of hypnotizing, I guess you could say, to, you know, see her putting her hand on her cheek and, you know, swiveling her umbrella around. But she's not to be messed with. She can do a crap ton of damage, and she's very formidable and hard to beat. So you don't want to see a Piper on the opposing side. And if you have Piper and Bounty, I would suggest that you use her. So that's going to be the end of my Bounty video. If you liked it, or Bounty Part 2, and the end of my Bounty series of videos. But yeah, if you liked it, as always, leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time for whichever game mode is next. That will be decided, but I've already ranked every single one of the brawlers in every single game mode and overall, and for their superpowers. So all that stuff will probably turn into different videos, and I'm really excited. So until next time, this has been Spade CR, and peace out.